Okay, so here other ionic compounds also dissolve in water to give positively and negatively charged. For example, okay, so other ionic compounds. For example, when we see NH4Cl, okay, so NH4Cl minus. When we see NH4, here nitrogen and hydrogen, two atoms are there. But Cl, when we see, only one atom is there. So which is the polyatomic ion here? NH4 plus is the polyatomic ion. So Na2SO4. Sodium is the single atom. But in the SO4 we have the sulfur and oxygen 4 are there. Altogether 5 atoms are there in this group. So it is also a polyatomic ion. And one more thing, when we see Ca2 plus OH, Ca calcium, only one is there. OH, when we see 2, if the OH not 2 OH, if the 2 is before O and before hydrogen, here oxygen 2 and hydrogen 2. So altogether we have 4. So it is also polyatomic ion. And here CO3, sodium is only 1, CO3. Okay, C1, O, how many? 3 are there. So altogether 4 atoms are there. So it has the fixed charge. Okay, charge. So it is the polyatomic ion. So in these charges will not be removed. Okay, that means not added. After sharing the electrons between, after forming ionic compounds, again charges will not be added or removed. It is fixed. So form the reactions given about all examples for the polyatomic ions. Okay, all these are the polyatomic ions. Okay, so we will see in the table some ions, na? Monovalent, divalent and polyvalent. Okay, so monovalent, divalent and polyvalent. Valence in a monovalent ions. It is the polyatomic ions, and here what we are seeing is the valencies of ions. That means how many electrons it lost to fill the octet. For examples, NaCl. Na is the sodium, na? Configuration 17. So 2, 8, 7. Sorry. Sodium is 11. So 2, 8, 1. Chlorine 17. So 2, 8, 7. Na? So chlorine need 1. And sodium is losing 1. So here plus. Since losing 1 valence electron, so plus charge. Chlorine is getting 1 valence electron, so Cl minus. How many electrons losing and how many electrons gaining? To get the 8 electrons in the valence shell, it is called as a valencies of ions. So like that for bromide, if the only one single charge means monovalent, if it is getting a double charge, losing the 2 electrons means divalent, and if it is losing a 3 electrons means it is a polyvalent. More than 2, polyvalent. Di means number 2. Mono means 1. Okay. So here examples you see na, Br minus bromide, iodide, hydrogen carbonate, hydroxide. So in this, what are the polyatomic ions? CO3 is the polyatomic. It is also polyatomic. It is also polyatomic. But here we say valencies of ions. How many electrons are losing to get the 8 electrons in the valence shell. Okay. Okay. So here you see radicals. Charged atoms and clusters of charged atoms are also known as radicals. That means charged atoms, one group it is OH, one oxygen and hydrogen, 2 are there in this. So it is a one group, cluster, polyatomic, sodium is 1. So these atoms having a charge, it is called as a radicals. Okay, cluster of atoms have the charge, that means charge on top, minus and negative, they are known as a radical. So group of charged atoms are called as a radicals. So radicals are of 2 types, positive radicals, negative radicals. So usually the cations obtained from bases are known as a basic radicals. For example, in the compound presence of OH or tell us hydroxide, that means they are the bases. You studied in class 7th, remember, in the acids bases salt lesson you studied. Presence of OH will tell us it is the hydroxide. Hydroxide is present in the compound means it is the base. Okay, so in the bases the cations obtained from the bases are known as a basic radicals. Cations means what? Here cations, you write here cations means positive charge. Okay, I check your textbooks also whether you are writing or not. Positive charge will get what? Positive charge. Okay, this is the positive charge, plus symbol. Okay, so in the bases all the positive charge radicals are called as what? Basic radicals. Okay, so here Na plus, NH4 plus and Ca2 plus are the basic radicals. Usually and anions. Anions means what? Right here negative charge. Okay, anions means what? Negative charge or the symbol minus. So the presence of H in the front, you tell it is the acids. Okay, so hydrochloric acid, nitric acid, sulfuric acid. So usually the anions means what? Negative charge. The negative charge from the acids are called as a acidic radicals. For example, Cl minus, NO3 minus and SO4, two negative charges are there, na? It is wrong, not 2 plus 2 minus. Correct it. Not SO4 2 plus, it is SO4 2 minus. Sulfate or acidic radicals. What is the basic radicals? So all the positive cations, positive charged radicals getting from the bases are called as a basic radicals. All the negative charges atoms, charged atoms are called as a acidic radicals. This one we get from the acids, this we get from the acid. Bases. In the compound presence of OH tell us it is base, presence of H will tell us it is the acid. Thank you students.